Oh, that's good. My back view to Pattaya Bay. I wanted to see my urologist. And so I made an appointment. And I figured, what the hell? I went ahead and made an appointment for my annual physical. Early. And then I made my appointment for an eye specialist. Good afternoon, everyone. Coming at you from Pattaya. Afternoon. I think I said afternoon already. But I'm doing something I normally don't do. And that's drink alone. But I'm gonna. And with a straw. I don't have my bubble straw. Oh, that's good. Now I know you don't want to look at me for the next 15, 20. We're looking across my back view to Pattaya Bay. The sun is beaming down. I can't see. I don't want to get this railing out of the picture, but close enough, I'd say. Anyway, a little reflection, or just a thought. I came down for, as you already know, I wanted to see my urologist. And so I made an appointment. And I figured, what the hell? I went ahead and made an appointment for my annual physical. Early. And then I made my appointment for an eye specialist. And because I want to know my options. I'm fed up. I've told you that. I'm fed up with the two eyes fighting each other. And the right one seems to dominate my left one. And of course my right one is my bad eye. Adjusting this a little bit. I can always adjust it during edit. I just hope that it's not too bright for you guys. But yeah, I'm being George Thorogood today. I drink alone with nobody else. But I felt like a beer. So on the way back from TukCom today, I said to the driver, well, I asked him, could you stop here instead? Which is Top Foods at the top of Pattaya, which is a 2-minute walk from my hotel. He said, really? This soon you walk? I said, yeah, no problem. And I gave him a hellacious tip because he didn't have to turn down my soy and then go dink around whipping U's and shit and then get back into traffic. So he was extremely happy. As am I. So, what I've done, physical went well, urology went well, but the big one is the eye. Because I have cataracts and not a Buick, when they remove your cataracts, which the VA said, oh no, wait, and then the surgeon in Chiang Mai said, No, let's wait till it gets worse. And I'm like, screw that. Let's roll the dice. The worst my right eye could get is blind. That's it. It can only get better if I have something done. So, next week I'm coming back. I'm going home and basically repacking, rest up a day or two, and flying back to Pattaya. And I booked surgery for my eye. Now, lots of stuff to talk about in my or about my right eye pertaining to the retina and all that. The retina, all of the bits and pieces are attached. I thought it was only like a few. But then, after a period of time, we know what's viable, right? So with the tests that she took, or they, combination of them, and the pictures, they said, I forget the terminology, I might look it up, I might not, I don't care. The point is there's more light coming down those little retina strands to the back of my eye that basically does the work, right? So it's not as bad as we thought, at least as bad as I thought. She said there was a great potential. She said, I'm not going to give you a percentage though. This is risky. But what they do when you have cataract surgery, they remove your lens that you were born with anyway. So she's selling me a mono lens, meaning far distance, okay? Which is fine. And then I can gradually, look back to medium distance and then close up. And then if I can't read something close up, I'll use reading glasses. But I'm going ahead and having the left eye done as well. And that will be not transitional, progressive. Will be a progressive lens, meaning far, medium, and near sight. And she's pretty confident that will be perfect. But for the right eye, not so sure as to how good it'll do. Barring infections or some kind of me panicking or something, because I'm awake, okay? I'm completely covered up, except for a little hole where the eye sticks out. So me being a little claustrophobic, and we talked about that. She brought it up actually first, before I brought it up. She said, are you claustrophobic? And I said, yeah, it depends on what you're talking. And she explained it, and I says, yeah, that would definitely covering me up completely, because when you're covered up, she says, a lot of patients feel like they're suffocating. And I said, well, I'll tell you what, Doc, since I'm awake anyway, if I pop a couple of lorazepam, you could do anything you want to me in the next half an hour, okay? Because that's how quick they work. And it's about a 20 to 30 minute procedure. So on the one day, I'll come in, have a good night's sleep, not telling anybody when I'm coming to town, so I don't have to decline invitations, okay? I feel bad for that. I've missed a couple of people that I had planned on calling and saying, yeah, let's meet, but I've been busy with all kinds of other things. It happens. You get tugged and pulled each way. Anyway, so on the one day, I'll get into town day one. Day two, I go to the hospital and have outpatient surgery. Okay, unless something screws up. They'll have an anesthesiologist on standby in case they have to knock me out, which of course adds to the cost. And of course I stay the night in the hospital. But if everything goes according to plan, on that first surgery day, my bad eye, the right eye, I'll be released a couple hours after the procedure. And then the next day I come back and there's a follow-up, of course, to see how we're doing. And then we do the next eye. She doesn't want to do both eyes at the same time. She said, for your safety, the price is the same. Eye number 1 and eye number 2 have their own prices, because actually the bad eye is less than the good eye, because the good eye has a progressive lens in it. But she said we don't want you to be at risk for infection, which could be bad. No. Very bad. I have no idea. I can't see how long this thing is. Thank God, I'm looking at the timer on the clock. Oh man. Anyway, so the point is, day 1 of surgery, I have my right eye done. Day 2, I come back. They check number 1, check eye number 1, and then they go, all right, we're ready, and we go for number 2, and again, send me home, meaning hotel. Okay, no strenuous activity, obviously. Okay, but I'll have some cheesy goggles on so I don't scratch myself when I sleep or that kind of thing for a day or 2. And that's about it. So I'll be kind of homebound, but not really. You know, I could walk around, I could do some light stuff, but I don't want to risk tripping, crap like that, you know, stuff like that. So there's no like face down crap like the original retina surgery. There's no gas, no oil, no injections like that. It's boom, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, you're out the door. And then come back the next day. So after the second surgery, I have a 1-week follow-up on everything. So I decided, screw it. I'm going to stay right here. I'm not going to fly home. Not going to fly back. Not going to do all that bullshit. I'm just going to stay. And I got the same room. I've been in the same room the last 3 times I've been here. I like this room. I'm used to it. I hope that fan, mine's off. Okay, I have my AC off. But I hope the fan from next door isn't too loud. I'm using my my mic, by the way, that Dave gave me as a test. So we're seeing how this works. But so that'll be it. So after that, if the follow-up goes good, the next day I fly home. If it doesn't go good, we make arrangements for what to do next. But I'll still fly home the following day. So that's about it. It's been a good, productive trip so far. I went to TukCom to buy hard drives. And because I recall times past that the prices were pretty decent. But now they're kind of jacked. Pouring more beer here. Yeah, like 3 times. You know, I got a 1 terabyte from a friend. He knows who he is. I don't want to say his name because, you know, he might not want his name mentioned. But cool looking clouds, by the way, huh? Ah, that's good. Shit, I hope I don't get used to this drinking alone. Oh my God. Neighbor's wringing out his towel over the railing. At any rate, been a productive trip. You know, did the A7 on Sunday night. Walked around town a little bit. After that, tried to get a good night's sleep, but didn't. But 2 of my appointments on Monday were not like critical in terms of having alcohol in my system and having anything that would affect it adversely. Okay, They just did blood work and all the bullshit, the EKG and blah, 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 all that stuff. All the numbers and everything are great. Chest x-ray and all that shit. Everything's good. Everything's fine. Until tomorrow when they find out I have the big C or something, But I shouldn't joke about that, but god dang it, man. I got so many people, so many friends getting cancer, and it's just like, what the, Anyway, so those appointments went well. And then I wanted to be completely, now a fan's turning off next door. I don't know if you'll notice that sound change, but my eye, a lot of wishful thinking, okay, ignoring what the VA said about weight, and ignoring what my Chiang Mai eye surgeon said weight. I went ahead and said, yeah, let's do it. Okay? So I'm rolling the dice. I know I'm rolling the dice. And I'll suffer the consequences if I've screwed up. I'll live with it. But I feel pretty confident that this surgeon will do a bang up job. And I'm looking forward to that. So, and then TukCom today, of course, I did buy one hard drive at roughly 3 times the cost I can get from Lasida. But is Lasida a counterfeit? Is it legit? Whatever. Because, and I bought a SanDisk, by the way. SanDisk has, I believe, I'm going off of memory, manufacturing plants in Thailand, China, and I think Mexico, I believe. So I'm assuming that the ones that come, because I bought one, because I'm like, I ain't spending that kind of dough. I'm just not. No, I could have spent $1,000, easy, American, today. And I said, nah, I'm just going to get the one. It's only 2 terabytes. But I can suck up that kind of money. You kind of feel the sting, the pinch, but it's like, what the hell? And then I'll go ahead and order 2 more identical ones from Lasida and see how they perform. And they may perform great initially, but then 2 years from now, when I pull it out, plug it in, it may be shit, right? I may have lost everything, corrupt this, corrupt that, blah, blah, blah. So we'll see. But I'm willing to take that risk as well. I mean, I've got tens of thousands of photographs on my computer, another 14 or 15,000 on my Google Cloud, Google Drive, Google One. They're all the same thing. I haven't started deleting them yet because after I transfer them, because I want to double check that they actually open. I unzip a file, check each one, delete the zipped file. Okay, but I'm still wary about going into my Google Drive and dumping a bunch of crap, right? Because some of those are there's photos in there that are actually thumbnails for my categories in my Samsung gallery, right? So I could just scroll through just this, watch the, and then boom, oh, there's a picture I'm looking for. Like prescriptions, I say I have a big RX, right? Easy. Doctor's appointments, I have the medical symbol, right? The snakes and all the bullshit. That kind of thing. Travel, I have a Thai Airways tail shot, right? For my personal, so I can look at, because you can obviously change the cover of your folder, right? So I'm not searching for a name, I'm searching for an image. Oh, friends and family, selfies, and then some odds and ends, right? Not safe for work, right? Meaning I can't put it on YouTube. I just automatically put those in not safe for work. Now I can put those into members only. Not a problem. YouTube will do it. But say you can't publish this. I mean, you could make it unlisted or make it for members only. You're not going to get anything for it, which is fine by me. The point is I need to address keeping the members happy. They're paying 99 cents a month to be a channel member. I mean, I see memberships up to $10. And YouTube takes 55% of that. So it would probably be better to do the buy me a coffee thing or something like that if you would like to support or to continue to support. I appreciate the support I get. I've got 6 people. I had 7 people with memberships, but I lost 1. And I don't know why. It could have been that a lot of people will do that. They'll buy a 1-month membership to a channel and then download everything that's been uploaded for the members only, and then they'll cancel their membership. That's common, very common. I don't care. But some of my friends that have made it $6.99, $7.99, $8.99, people think twice before doing something like that. They're like, I don't want to spend $8, $9, whatever, because there's tax included on that, by the way. So, anyway, off the subject. It's been a pretty productive trip. I'm happy with what's happened. I'm just chilling right now. I'll probably later on this afternoon, the sun's beating down and it is hot. I will head down towards 7-Eleven on Soy 5, at the top of Soy 5, because they've got a plethora of soups, chicken, duck, fruit, different types of meat on a stick. So I can go into 7, get my fresh banana for the morning. I don't need to get my yogurt drink because I stopped at Tops. When I bought beer, I bought yogurt drink, so I don't need to get that. But I might get a bag of ice because there's room in this freezer for a bag of ice. And so I just wash my cup and drink whatever I want in it. And right now, switching back to me, drinking beer through a straw with ice. Like I said, I can, with a straw, I can drink, if this was one of my bubble straw that I usually bring some, you can buy that crap at Macro or Lotus. Just buy a big pack, right? Sometimes I want to drink my coffee fast, sometimes I want to drink it slow, because some of the straws are hot and cold, so you don't get the plastic remnants in the drink. But I could, with a bubble straw, this would have been gone already. They didn't have any San Miguel, so I bought Sing, big bottle, and it's empty, drippy, drippy, drippy. I don't know if you can see that because I can't see myself, but that's empty. Technically, I'm not on holiday, so I don't normally drink, except for that Sunday night. But I only stayed for the public show. Gentleman I was sitting with, and I apologize, I forgot your name, damn it. We've met and hung out for hours and hours and hours and hours before at the A7, at the Bar 7, at the hookup corner. God. And I just, his name escapes me at the moment, and I apologize. But I saw him get up, and he's kind of fiddling around with some money, and what you doing? He says, I feel like a kebab. I says, you know, I do too. You mind some company? He said, hell, come on, man. So it's just right down there past Bar 7. I said, oh, easy peasy. We get down there, and he says, shit, it's closed. He was looking at the little smoothie shop. The one next to it, closest to the 7, Bar 7, was closed. So I said, well, shit, I'm going to head down towards Hookup, say hi to Coco, you know, the singer that sings on Sunday nights, and Jericho, the guitar player, when the other guitar player is not available. Go say hi to her. And I'll be honest with you, get a nice hug from her. It feels good. Boobalicious. Anyway, but nothing more than that. Just, hey, I just wanted to say hi. I have to go because I have to get up early for a doctor's appointment. But then I just wandered on down the road, checking shit out. And so the next morning, everybody was, not everybody, but a few people were saying, where'd you go? What happened? Are you okay? I said, yeah, man, I just went down to the hookup, said hello, and then spontaneously wandered off because I didn't want to be, you know, bang, 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 loud music, and I just wanted to think. I had doctor's appointments in the morning, blah, blah, blah. Repeat, right? Wash, rinse, repeat. So, anyway, if you want to see this, I'll turn it around here real quick. Yep, I turn it around. I'm going to lift over the railing, and I'm going to go over here and point at the Pattaya Tower you can see right there. And it looks like a couple cable cars going down. If you look close enough. All right, then I'll come back. Me. Yep, there I am. All right. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate your comments. You have no idea. And I will continue to say that. I appreciate each and every one of you. Even people that aren't subscribed that watch. Because I get a lot of, it'll show the amount of views and it'll show the amount of thumbs up and comments. But there's far more people watching than even giving a thumbs up. Which again, you can give a thumbs down if it really sucks. I want to know about it, you know. But you know, I don't know if you're getting bored with walking talks and talking talks and driving talks and sit on my ass and talk in front of the hotel, you know, looking over the balcony. I don't know, but I appreciate you and thank you for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.